Hi everybody, it's Willow from Willow Moon Mystical, and as you know, this Saturday we are having a solar eclipse. Now a solar eclipse is where the moon passes between the earth and the sun and it blocks out the sun. An eclipse is a great time to do some shadow work, to purge and release and to cleanse, as well as a good time to make plans and to set goals. Crystals that are beneficial for this are your black moonstone, your labradorite, and your sunstone. Black moonstone protects us and it allows us to plunge into the shadow realm where it assists us on releasing what no longer serves us so we can make room for the new. It also calms us and grounds us so we can make plans and set new goals. Now, labradorite assists us in lighting the path out of the shadows and promotes the acceptance of change and transformation, whereas sunstone reconnects us to the fire energy of the sun and assists us to follow through with our intentions of reaching our goals. So today we are going to learn how to make this crystal grid mat that can also work as a pendulum mat, and how to make a eclipse candle. So to get started, here's what I like to do. Let me move this out of the way. So what I did here is a more better of an outline. I took a piece of paper, and what I used was I used watercolor paper, but you can use regular typing paper and you can paint it with watercolors, or you can use crayons or colored pencils, or nothing at all if that's what you wish. So what I did, the first thing I did is that I took a piece of paper, as you can see, and I measured out the lines on the grid. So let me get my ink pen here. So I took a ruler, and this one is like an 18-inch ruler. I'm sure you can use a piece of paper, a folded piece of paper as your ruler, if that's what you have. And I went from corner to corner and I drew a line. And then I turned it and I done the same thing the other way. And what this is going to do is it's going to give me my center point. So like this. Let me get it lined up there best I can. It doesn't have to be absolute. So now you see that X, which became our center point. So then I'm going to line this up the best I can there. And I'm going to draw a line there. And then I'm going to turn it this way and line it up to meet center. Again, I'm just going to do the best I can. I'm eyeballing it, not measuring it. And there we go. And then from there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my big saucer and I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to center it the best I can. Like I said, I'm not doing any absolutes, and then I'm going to trace all the way around that, and that is going to represent my outer circle. And then I am going to put the smaller one in there and try to line that up the best I can. You know, to try and have it center. Again, it doesn't have to be absolute, or it doesn't have to be perfect. And there you go. That's what I did. And then from there, to make this into a, see how it looks like a compass? Well, up here I'm going to put yes, and over here I'm going to put no, and over here I'm going to put no, and then down here I'm going to write yes. Now here at these junctures I'm going to put question marks, because this is maybes, or it's just not known yet. And there you go. Now what you can do, you can paint this yellow, you paint this black to represent the moon, and then you can draw like the sun rays coming out, you know. And I'm sure you're a better artist at this than what I am, but it served its purpose. And you can do that, and that, you know, that just represents the sun. Come on, paper. It's very windy here today. We had some tornadoes and tornado warnings and all that last night, and high winds. It was something to reckon with, I can tell you. So there you go. So you could paint the rays yellow and this band yellow, and everything else you can paint black, or you can color pencils, you can use crayons, you can use markers, or you can just leave it as it is. That would be fine too. And then from there, I set up my crystals. Let me move this out of the way. And from there, I set up my crystals, and the way that I did this is that I put the moonstone in the center. Now I want to capture the energy of the eclipse. So I put the moonstone in the center, and then I put the labradorite, you know, coming out from the dark back into the sun, and then I put the sunstone on the outer edges to show me reconnecting. And I used it like this to harness that energy of the eclipse. And then I used the pendulum directly over. I'm going to use my pendulum directly over my board so I can use that energy to assist me in my divination. Now there are some questions that you might want to ask for your pendulum. And some of these questions may be, here's some examples. Are the goals I'm setting reasonable? Are my goals reachable in a timely manner? Should I continue to work with the crystals after the eclipse for further transformation? And then you can make up some of your own questions from there. You can use these, or you can create your own. Another thing I did is that I took a yellow candle. I'm sorry, I took a yellow candle and the black candle. I can't do it out here because I'm outside, but I lit the black candle and I just let it drip on the yellow candle only halfway. And this signifies the eclipse. This is the moon covering the light, you know, blacking out the sun. And what I want to do is, when I'm going to be working on the shadow work, and I'm going to be setting my goals, I'm going to set this right in the center, and I'm going to hold the moonstone, and I'm going to concentrate and revisit pinned emotions that I want to release. And then I'm going to think about what I want to come next, and set my plan, make my plans and set my goals. And this is a good point. This is a good time to start journaling, writing all this, your plans down, what it is you're feeling. It's just a great time to be doing that. Then if you paint your board like I did, I also laminated mine. So if wax gets on it, I can just, you know, scrape it off or wipe it off. I'm going to put this up and save it so I can use it for other eclipse. But there is just a little eclipse ritual that you can use for the upcoming eclipse and other ones that may follow, or any time that you would just like to do some shadow work. Thank you for joining me, and forever and always, blessed be.